Domi reverse. With that terrifying phrase, we reach the end of chapter 1163 of One Piece. With those words, the king of the world, Imu-sama, gave a direct order to the now demonized Rox D. Zebeck, attack and kill his own son and wife. But will that really happen? We know it won't. At least, not completely. So, how does Teach survive? Let's talk about it in the predictions for the insane chapter 1164 of One Piece. Right after the intro. Come with me.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Manga Information Channel, Sondo here. Before we dive into today's content, I just want to ask you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That will help the channel grow and reach even more people. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video. Let's go!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And man, what an ending that was. Chapter 1163 ended in a way that many of us theorized about, but deep down, no one really wanted to see. Rox D. Zebeck, the man who challenged the world, the captain of the most powerful crew of the old generation, was caught, apparently reduced to a pawn, a demon controlled by the utterly broken ability of Imu-sama, the Domi reverse. We saw the Big Six, Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, and Zebeck himself, unleashing the greatest combined attack in history against Imu. And in the end, it didn't matter. Imu regenerated and in an instant completely flipped the board. Now everything points to chapter 1164 changing the entire setup. It's no longer everyone versus Imu. Now with Zebeck under control, we'll have pirates versus pirate. Zebeck received a direct command, a curse: kill your family, kill your wife and your son. Well, somehow that command won't be fully carried out because, as we know, Teach survives. The big question of chapter 1164 is, how does it fail? How does a baby survive a demon with the power of Rox D. Zebeck, who's being controlled by the king of the world? And here's where I think chapter 1164 might give us not just a brutal answer, but maybe the first real clue about Blackbeard's strange body. This chapter could easily be one of the most important in the history of God Valley. And my prediction is that Zebeck will tragically carry out half of the order. I don't think anyone will save Eris and Teach. I don't think Whitebeard or Garp will arrive in time. I think chapter 1164 will focus on the greatest internal battle we've ever seen in One Piece, Zebeck's will versus Imu's control. Here's my prediction. Zebeck, now in his demonic form, will obey. He'll move toward the forest, he'll find Eris and little Teach, and in an absolutely tragic scene, he'll manage to strike and kill his wife, Eris. And I believe it will be that act, the act of killing the woman he loves with his own hands, that will cause a short circuit in the Domi reverse. Think with me. Haki is will. Imu's power seems to subjugate will. But what if an emotional shock, pain, so deep, so unimaginable, could generate a scream of Haki so powerful, so visceral, that it shatters the mind control? I predict Zebeck kills Eris, and the next instant he stops. He freezes. Imu's control shatters before Zebeck's agony. He breaks free of the domination right before killing his son Teach. But it won't bring him back. It won't bring him back. Because here's the catch. Breaking mind control doesn't mean breaking the transformation. Zebeck will remain in his demonic form. But now, he's no longer Imu's pawn. He's something far worse. A monster with the power of Rox D. Zebeck, consumed by pain, rage, and madness after killing his own wife. He'll be more unhinged than ever. And that monster, this berserker Zebeck, will be the true final boss of God Valley. Imu, in trying to control Zebeck, will fail in his goal to kill Teach, and on top of that will have created a runaway threat for everyone on the island, including himself. That's why, and only why, the infamous alliance will be necessary. Chapter 1164 may focus entirely on this transformation. Zebeck destroying everything, attacking his own Rox crewmates, attacking Roger, attacking Garp. I believe we'll get the crucial moment. Garp and Roger, seeing that the thing in front of them is no longer the Zebeck they once knew, will look at each other amid the chaos and realize no one there can stop that monster. Alone. Okay, so let's map out how I think chapter 1164 will unfold from start to finish. Cover request. Impossible to guess. I still don't think Oda will start a new cover story yet. That should only happen in 2026 at the current pace. Chapter's start picks up exactly where 1163 ended. Zebeck is under control. We see the shocked reactions of the Big Five, Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, etc., who can't grasp what just happened. Middle of the chapter, Zebeck, as a demon, ignores everyone and rushes toward the forest where his family is. Meanwhile, we see the other fronts. Shiki, betrayed by Ganzui, likely dodges the explosive attack and defeats Ganzui with a single strike, ending that betrayal. Dragon tries to find baby Shanks, but it's too late. We see a panel of the Roger pirates picking up the chest where Shanks is hidden, sealing his fate. Garling's return. Amid the chaos, Figureland Garling rises. He heads toward the center of the battlefield. I still believe Whitebeard's wound will happen here, perhaps by Garling's hands, while Whitebeard tries to protect Eris and Teach, or even from Zebeck himself. Tragic climax. Zebeck finds Eris and Teach. He attacks. He kills her. The pain of that act causes a hockey explosion that frees Zebeck's mind from Emu's control. Maybe, as a theory, the connection between Emu and Saturn is even severed at this point. Chapter end. Zebeck is now unchained. A force of nature driven by hatred and grief. He attacks everything and everyone. The chapter ends with an epic double-page spread. Garp and Roger standing side by side, deciding to team up to stop the monster Zebeck has become. And of course, break next week. Almost guaranteed after a chapter like this. One lingering question: what will Emu-sama do? His main plan to use Zebeck to erase the Davy D lineage failed. He's lost control of his pawn. Will he stay and fight against the Big Five plus a berserker Zebeck? I doubt it. My bet is that Emu through Saturn will see the chaos he caused and simply retreat. He'll see his job as done, having broken his greatest enemy. He'll return to Mary Geoise and leave Garp and Roger to clean up the mess. Chapter 1, 1164 promises to be even more focused on action and tragic consequences than 1163. It's the chapter that will seal the legend of God Valley. But hey, that's my prediction. What's yours? Do you think that's how Teach survives? Do you think Garling will injure Whitebeard? Drop it all down in the comments. Let's theorize. And stay tuned for the schedule. The first hints should appear between Sunday and Monday. Spoilers may drop either Monday or Tuesday. The full summary usually arrives on Wednesday. The raw scans come out on Thursday. And Chapter 1164 of One Piece will officially release on Sunday, November 2nd. If you enjoyed this video and this analysis, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Until next time, thank you.